And here we go. Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Cooking with Unity. I'm your host, Maximilian Moreau. With me is my co-host, Philip Wilson.
Hello!
And Jeffrey Hawthorne is here as well.
Hi.
All right. Everyone's excited. So
I'm always excited. I am
Yes, you
just
are.
basically a vat of excitedness.
A vat of excitedness, huh?
A paper bag chock full of excitedness. It's greasy, though, so the paper bag's actually starting to become kind of transparent. It's weird.
A paper bag
Full of
chock full or
greasy-
chopped full of...
What do you want to do? Which one do you think is better?
I don't know. Okay.
It's just a paper bag
It's
full of
greasy paper bag full of excitement.
Okay. That's a hell of a...
Dripping with excitement, nonetheless.
dripping, greasy excitement.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes me want to lick it.
All right. That's great. I'm glad that you're here. I am because you improved this show with
I
your
will not
allegories.
be here, unfortunately, though, next week.
I know. We will
Do the
miss
work.
you. So, how do I do this? I go to main screen and all right. So,
Main screen turn on.
we're doing bullet patterns today. And so that's the reason that we were talking. We were doing some Ikaruga. I almost didn't even do the show because we were just watching Ikaruga. And
Yeah,
it
we
was,
kind of got absorbed.
Yeah, it's fun.
If you haven't watched a really good playthrough of Ikaruga, you should. It's
amazing. So I'm gonna open up our test level and see where we're at. So for some reason we're not configured here. We'll just put it over here.
I thought we fixed
Didn't
that.
you save a layout?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, that's what I
Choose
mean.
a vertical. There we go.
Bam.
Bam. There it is.
Boom.
Do you remember what Bam There It Is from?
Is that similar to Whoop? There it is.
No, it's the one. Remember the Microsoft conference where they showed. Ever wondered what was on the bottom of your avatar's feet? Bam! There it is.
Like, there's just Avatar contorts in unnatural ways when that happens.
That was a great
It's so
video.
wonderful.
All right, so I think you remember last episode we made our little ship here a real jerk who tries to just smash into you from everywhere, and we made it so that he takes a bunch of hits, so that's kind of cool. And oh goodness, but yeah, he takes a whole bunch of hits, and we have a little effect when he's getting hit, and so you can tell
Maybe
that
we
it's
should
going.
give him a life bar.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We should do that at some point. We should also make his explosion ridiculous. I think he's going to be a boss.
Oh, I want to
think
make
he's actually
his
going to be a
explosion
boss.
ridiculous. I think that's the first thing we should do.
No, I want to do. Let's do the shot patterns first. Let's not have to change what we're doing this time because I've had to do that like twice in the last.
But it's so
2
fun
weeks,
to watch
so
you update it.
Yeah, I don't know if everyone agrees with that.
I think it's funny.
I think it's funny, but I should
Well,
fix
you
this
know
at
what?
some
That's
point.
that's
game over.
2 out of
Yeah.
3 people in this room that think it's funny. So there we are.
All right.
Majority rules.
But yeah, so we have shooting. We don't really have a level design yet. We just have enemies that just continually pour out of the top here, and we have a boss. What's going to be a boss that
I'm
is
going to be a boss.
serious dick right now, and we're going to actually have to tone him back a little bit because he's going to be shooting a lot of projectiles. So, let's talk shot patterns. So, something first. Remember, we set this up at one point with the.
Is that null reference exception?
That's the one that happens at the stop every
Oh,
time.
I
Here,
forgot about
let's
it.
look at it real quick. Let's just finally, because I said we were going to look at it at some point, so let's look at it. Find game object with tag game manager, get component game manager on destroy. Okay, so game over on destroy. Oh, it's because so I bet you if I die and then stop playing, it'll be fine. After it loads whatever for some
Whatever it's
reason
loading.
this is. Oh, it's loading the UI. That's right. That's what we determined.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's a good point.
we stop it there. It doesn't have the problem. But if we stop it without dying, we have the problem because what happens is on destroy gets called during cleanup. So this object gets destroyed, and then we have a problem. So and it's trying to find the game manager, and the game manager probably has been destroyed at this point. So what we'll do is
Get the game object
yeah,
first.
yeah. So game object, game manager object equals game object find object with game manager, and then if game manager object does not equal null, then we do this stuff. So this should clean it up. All right, we fixed a bug. That makes me feel better.
Yeah,
Now we can fail for the rest of the episode, and at least we'll have fixed that bug.
Well, apparently someone who watches us has released a game for the Ouya
Awesome!
called Pong Breaker. P-O-N-G
Congratulations!
Breaker. So,
You,
if you have an Ouya, maybe you should check it out.
I think much has been missed so far this episode. We just fixed a bug with some destruction.
Yeah.
So all we did is just cleaned up this on destroy call here. So
Yay!
So
Progress.
So what are we doing? We played around with our left barrel, right barrel at one point and kind of created a shot pattern. It's actually a pretty legit shot pattern. If we go in here and we change the rotation on one of these to like 360, and then on the other one to be like negative 360.
It's a too legit shot pattern.
You'll see that it kind of does that. Now, the shots are incredibly fast, so it would be very unfair to have an enemy do that to us.
Can we speed it up even faster?
We could, but we're not going to do that right now. I'm just going to undo what we just did because I just wanted to show it as a reference again. So, if we go into a video of another game, I'm going to actually use Cyvaria art first because I know of a couple...
Are we going to mute the volume?
Yes, we are. Even though Cyvaria has very good music and stuff. So if we go in and look at, say, what boss was it that actually did that? Let's look at what this one's doing.
One?
Oh yeah, it was the Cyvaria 2 boss. Let's do it. Cyvaria 2 last boss.
Yeah, I think that was it. Is that
Blue
one?
on, there we go.
Wait, turn off the sound. Oh, sound's already off.
Sound's already off. So, this game kind of has, this game has giant robots, but it's still a shooter. And this is going to have some bizarre shot patterns, and it's going to look like the main player is invincible because a lot of the time in this video they actually are. When you get near projectiles, you can gain levels, and when you gain levels, you can continue to get near projectiles without fear of dying for like 1 second. So this person's actually really good at this game and is just gaining levels left and right in here.
Incredibly good.
And there's some pretty cool shot patterns here and some cool little like circle shots and stuff that they're doing here. Wow, there's some... So was there one that was like the shot that we did?
I thought so.
Was it in here?
I don't remember.
I think there was one
That-
like the
Actually, yeah, let's look at...
forward shot.
Right
and
about
one, like,
there.
the wing shot.
So there's a really good one that I want to do anyway. So this is when it turns into kind of just a ball and just starts shooting projectiles at you because why not? But there's a really cool shot pattern here that I want to try and replicate or at least make something similar to tonight. But we'll do a few different things. So I really like this one where it's just rotating and then shooting a whole bunch of projectiles that move very slowly, and
also simultaneously shooting.
And also shooting some stuff to
shots.
keep you on your toes. There it is. There's our shot pattern right there.
Yep, that's it.
You're right. It was on this video. So it's a 100% legit boss shot pattern. We just need to make it move slower and make the projectiles move slower, and then probably mix it up with some other stuff. And
Where's
and you
the crazy shot patterns in this one? Like that.
well, that one's pretty crazy. There's the ones.
There it was.
There's this one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just awesome.
Yeah.
Because Cyvaria allows you to be invincible when you're leveling up, this is possible.
I should actually see if there's a playthrough with the other character. I don't think anyone's bothered to do that because I think the other character can't level up fast enough to do that, and so you probably have to stay in those grooves, which would be insane.
Horrible.
I could be wrong about that though. Anyway, so we're gonna do some stuff that looks probably not as cool as that, but we'll work our way up.
Cyvaria is
So-
cool for anyone who wants to check that game out.
Yeah, it is. So let's start by giving this enemy some stuff to shoot. So we have a shoot thing here that uses our input to shoot. So I'm actually going to rename this to player shoot. Player shoot. And I'm going to rename it here to player shoot. And we're going to duplicate it and create an enemy shoot here.
Enemy shoot, not penemy shoot, right?
Not penemy shoot, enemy shoot.
That's unfortunate.
Go in here. Yes. Okay.
That was weird.
Enemy shoots. It opened it twice for some. I don't even know anymore.
I'll develop. You confuse me.
So this one has a shot delay, and it has a bullet, and it has a ready to shoot thing. And so the shot delay, reset ready to shoot. All right, so we're gonna change how this works just a little bit. It's instead of setting ready to shoot, we're just going to call shoot. We're just gonna make a function called shoot. And in our start function, which we don't have, which we can add with start, we're going to invoke shoot shot delay. And then in shoot, all we're going to do is call instantiate and do invoke again. Actually, I'll copy this one. Put this in quotations and put it down here. And we actually don't want anything to happen in update on this. Now, again, why I do this as an invoke instead of invoke repeating, there's also invoke repeating, which we could just give feed to the shot delay and it'll continue to shoot. This allows us to tweak the shot delay in real time, either in the editor or even in potentially an animation. So if we wanted to have like certain types of shot patterns, we can actually produce those, like instead of it just firing like 100 bullets and then just firing continuously until it's done, it could fire a certain amount and then it could slow down and then speed up the shots between the two, or make a burst type of shot or something. We may do additional scripts too for different types of shot patterns, depending on what's useful. I just wanted to get started with this one. So what are we doing? We're going to... Okay, we don't have any errors. That's good. Got a warning. Private field seeking missile max square velocity is assigned by its values. Okay, whatever. Oh yeah, we had like... Oh, we still do have seeking missiles. I forgot. They're coming out of our ship, aren't they? When we fire. Yeah, we just have bullets coming out of everything.
Yeah. Why not, right?
Yeah, why not? Indeed. And I don't need this to be maximized on play, especially when we have basically the whole play field there. Yeah. So, let's just make this guy start shooting. So we're going to put this yellow UFO dude, I'm going to call him Boss Yellow UFO. He has now been upgraded.
He's now a boss.
Yes.
I'm going to be a boss.
So, and I'm going to actually upgrade him on the... Unfortunately, just hitting apply on the prefab doesn't take names, evidently. Probably a good thing.
Apparently someone needs help with coroutines.
Coroutines?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can explain the coroutines. I'm sure that we're going to need them on this episode. So
I love me some coroutines.
Yeah. So what we're going to do first, though, is I'm going to create an empty game object, and we're going to put this on the Boss Yellow UFO. I'm going to call this turret, and we're going to rotate it so that the blue arrow points in some meaningful fashion. So where's the blue arrow point there? Okay, and if we go into 3D mode, yeah, I kind of like everything pointing up. Proper. Well, like see how our barrels point with the green facing us. That's what I'm going to keep that maintained, so that way we have consistent stuff. So so that's pointed the right direction. So I'm just going to now go back to 2D mode and do some more rotating on this thing.
There's one thing I've learned, that consistency is great. I'm a big fan of consistency.
Wait, where is it? That can't be right. Alright. Why did it show that way? Well, that worked. Okay. So I'm going to put one of these. This is going to be one of the turrets. We're going to have probably a couple on this boss here. I'm going to make him just a little bit bigger, actually. Let's make him 3 by 3. And we'll put this turret on kind of the edge of him here, like in maybe one of those slots. Those actually look like good places to have bullets come out of, actually. So we're going to just do some really basic stuff first. So let's duplicate this. Actually, let's see what we got for value. So our x should be 0, 0, not 54. And our y should be something meaningful, and our z really should be 0, even though it actually kind of already was. It just was floating point, not quite 0.
I don't trust
And
that.
it
So-
probably will be again.
And it probably will be again. I really shouldn't fight those things as much as I do. So turret,
I have to fight them.
and we're going to put this.
If
We'll
you
just
don't
put this on
fight them,
positive.
they win.
It's true. If you don't fight them, they totally win.
And do 0 here. Whoops, wrong one. Maybe 0 here. Did that work? Or did that? No, that
No,
didn't.
that
Okay.
was not the
Let's
right
just
0.
grab the rotatey thingy and rotate it through. There we go. And then let's look at it again. There we go.
It says you can
So-
imagine you can use coroutine for things like countdowns. I think you can use coroutines for a lot of different
A lot of things. Anytime that you need something to keep its state and continue on the next frame is a good place for a coroutine, typically.
Yes.
And independently of other operations that you may have to be doing. So, all right, let's go ahead and put this next one. So we're gonna grab this value, copy it, put it in the X, and then we'll put this in the Z, in the Y. I'm just gonna rotate this again to face outwards. I'm gonna grab the handle, do a 90-degree rotation. I love these numbers that it comes up with. Whatever.
Numbers that mean absolutely nothing.
To humans. Again, this is like that joke about the secret robot internet when you put in like an improper fraction when it says, "Are you a human?" And then you put in like 2 plus 2 equals. Well, 2 plus 2 wouldn't equal like, because that one you can discretely do, but like float 2 plus float 2 would be technically not equal to float 4. We just do extra work to make it look like it's float 4.
Robot internet.
Yes.
Let me in your club.
Whose club? My club?
Robot internet
Robot
club.
Internet Club? All right. So we have this thing, and let's give all of these turrets an enemy shoot script. And right now, well, we shouldn't give them the player bullets because the player bullets are kind of set up to hit enemies and not hit the player. So let's set them up with something that can hit the player. So we're going to do, I'm going to take the, where is it? Player laser. I'm going to duplicate this. We're going to call this enemy laser. And okay, we only need destroy invisible on one of them because it destroys the target of enemy laser. All right. Laser green. Sprites default.
What color is our laser?
So this is the color of our laser right here. So we can probably make it. Let's make it yellow. Do we have a yellow? Or
Yellow
did we
would
find
make
out
sense.
that we didn't have a yellow at some point? Lasers. We have blue, green, red. We'll do blue.
Blue seems so friendly.
Does it?
Yeah, that's why I like it. Do it.
All right. And we're gonna, yeah, yeah, so blue. Which one's good? I like that one.
That one's pretty cool.
So I'm going to bring this out to. Or
Where is
did we move these out when we made them?
think we
thought
did, yeah.
So if we go to textures, oh no, we did that for the textures. We didn't do it for the other stuff.
Oh,
for the
interesting.
sprites.
Why would we do that?
I don't know. So we'll just change the sprite here to laser blue 16. Yeah.
That's cool. That is a pretty cool
And
little
then,
sprite.
again, laser blue 16. We may make this a single laser as well, but let's, as a matter of fact, let's call this enemy double laser. Double blue laser, because we might have multiple types. And we'll just call this the laser sprite.
Can't
can't-
you material or color shift the sprites?
Actually, we can. The problem is the sprites aren't really set up for that, because these sprites already have color information in them. If we wanted to set them up as grayscale, then it would be very easy to actually color shift them, and that might actually be a better way to go. But for right now, I'm just gonna stick with this stuff so that we don't get tied up in art too much because I want to get some cool stuff going on. So turrets, we're going to wait. Yeah, we already have the script on there, so we'll just put the
Pixel made it to yellow.
enemy laser. Pixel made it to yellow. Yes, that'll work too. So he's not shooting
Wow,
for
what
some
a
reason.
jerk!
Yeah, he just wrecked me,
He
literally.
just slammed right into you.
All right, so invoke shoot. Why didn't they shoot?
Do we have everything set up correctly on the script and the object himself?
So it says bullet, it says shot delay, and he's just sitting. Oh wait.
Who's he trying to
I know
shoot
the problem.
at?
I know the problem. I think I know the problem.
What is it?
So let's look at.
Oh, look, he can kill his friends.
No, he's not. Wait, is he? He can't kill his friends.
Maybe they aren't actually his friends, though.
He's not building things. Why isn't he making things?
Can he shoot himself?
Oh, yes, he can, because we did not change the layer that this is on. So this should be on enemy bullets, which we already made, evidently. And yes, we'll change the children.
Preemptive strike.
Yeah, let's see if we actually have it set up right. So physics. Remember, we're not using the 2D physics system. Enemy bullets are hitting. Well, enemy bullets shouldn't hit enemy bullets. That's dumb.
Yeah, that seems like
enemy bullet should totally hit the player. That's good. All right, cool. That looks like that'll work. So if we hit play now, the boss shouldn't continually shoot himself. No, that wasn't the problem.
We are getting enemy clones. Are we getting any of the enemy bullets actually appearing in the scene? No.
I'm not. That's a bit weird. Did I not save this? I probably didn't save it. I didn't save it. Let's try it now. Yay! And now he's hitting himself. Why are you hitting yourself?
Stop hitting yourself.
All right, so boss UFO is not on the enemy layer, so we want to put him on the enemy's layer. Yes, change children. No. Wait, yes, that's fine. And we'll hit play now, and he should, yes, wreck us.
Those bullets need to travel a lot slower.
Yes, they do. So we're going to go ahead and go into the double blue laser. We're going to make the speed 10.
I was going to say 5.
5? Well, yeah, we might do 5 if we get it saturated enough.
5, yeah.
Alright. So let's do 5. Let's make him a little bit less enthusiastic on hitting the player. As a matter of fact, right now we have him using the AI harass player. Is that what we actually called it? I seem to remember. Yes, harass player right here. So I'm actually going to. So did we have one that was not a harass player, or did I not actually save that as something?
I thought that was something else.
Yeah, let me see. Move forward, player move, player shoot, random linear move 2D. This is it. So this one.
The problem with this is they start drifting off screen.
Yeah. So let's make it. It not drift, or what?
We could also put a cap on how fast he's able to move when is he
that
lerping
would
toward the
help.
player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you move a large distance across the screen, he moves there in one.
No, it's true. It's true. Right now, the distance determines his speed, and actually, let's. I'm going to basically set him up. I'm going to use the random linear move 2D at least as a basis.
The harass player just picks a spot around the player.
Yeah. So this one picks a spot that's not this just around where he's currently at. Let's actually make it so that it doesn't work that way. Let's make it so that he picks a spot based on the initial position that he's at. Maybe. Or... yeah, let's play around with it. So, I'm going to actually... You have a good point. Let's actually put something on here so that we can show the difference. Public, bool...
in kind of the style of the shooter bullet hell games, since he's a boss, we could also create an animation for him in which his position just moves around the screen.
That's true.
And cycle that.
That's true. We could.
Have him follow a unique,
Yeah.
interesting path of some kind.
Yeah, and we probably will actually end up doing that as well. You want to just do
Decisions.
Decisions. I'm gonna start with this right now, and I'm gonna keep it.
If you ask me, I will
Then we
always
could loop the
prefer...
rotation right into the animation as well. If we want to do it that way.
Yeah. So this one's using move time, wait time.
Oh, then we could put different types of rotations. Because we were going to have them rotate slightly back and forth to create that wave pattern.
Yeah.
We could have them do that at like one part of the screen, then go to another part and do something else.
You know, maybe it would make sense to do this more art-driven anyway. All right.
Does it?
You've convinced me. Only
I
because
always like doing things script-based more than animation
I know.
systems-based.
So do I, but these games from the videos you've been showing me seem to be very...
static in what they do. Yeah, the designers very much set things to do certain things. So let's see.
It doesn't have to be that way.
No,
No.
It could go
not at all.
script.
So I'm so bad with the. I'm going to go back to script for right now. Sorry, I'm just in my brain's in script mode. So public. Let's just keep it the same as is right now.
Should show them that awesome Godzilla animation.
Yeah. Oh God, I forgot about that. I should pull that project up sometime. That was hilarious. That really has to be shown at some point. I wish we got to make that game.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
So, warning, current move time is set to 0 less, random move. So,
Any way to sync boss
Yeah.
movement /
public-
attack speed to music?
public bool, remain near initial position.
I think that's actually a pretty good question. Any way to sync boss movement and attack speed to music?
I think
Yes.
that's actually pretty easy in Unity, isn't it?
Well,
Kind of. I mean,
okay,
Unity has
define what you
built-in-
mean. Like, if you mean detecting the music and doing stuff with that, yes, you can actually do that pretty easily with Unity. If you mean actually going to the effort of making it really good and actually manually doing it, well, I'm going to say that my friend Justin actually can answer this question for you, and he can say yes, absolutely, but it's a lot of work because he does it all the time. He's probably doing it as we speak, actually, right now on a current project.
For the path idea, why not make the UFO into a snake with hinge joint?
Actually, I love snake bosses, and there's almost always a snake boss in almost every shooter. Like it's
And
it's
we
a
are
tradition.
getting a thing of saying enough with the procedural
Yeah.
stuff, so
All right.
maybe we should play with animation and snakes.
Okay. Jeez, Louise. All right, fine. We'll do it. All right, let's move this stupid guy around. All right, you don't need a script anymore.
That'd be interesting. Are we going to animate the head and have a bunch of pieces connected
All right,
via
so-
hinge joints that just act on physics?
He's just gonna sit there and just produce bullets,
Hey, his friends don't kill him.
and
or
we're
he
going
doesn't kill his
to
friends anymore.
start him rotating.
Enemy layers.
So
Enemy layers,
actually,
exactly.
yeah, this makes a lot of sense, and we'll do some state machine stuff. This will be fun. All right, let's do it. We're going to go and create a new window here for the animator.
Animator.
And where's a good place for
The
this?
preview. The bottom there. Bottom middle.
Bottom middle like this.
Yeah.
Wait, animator is not what I wanted. I wanted animation. There's actually a difference. We're gonna need both actually, but
Animator and animation.
animation.
Is
This
that like an anime version of Chun-Li?
animation.
It's covering where you're trying
Yeah, I
to put
know.
it.
Oh, and I'm also not grabbing the right place. There we go. Animation. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the animator up here too. Why not? And we'll just leave that up in the corner there. And we don't need this preview to be gigantic. Wait, this is a separate preview. Yeah, get rid of that. All
Yeah,
right.
we need to not have that.
All right, so so we're gonna hit record on this thing, and we're gonna call this rotate 360, and we're going to now just set this to here. We're gonna add a keyframe. Come on. Okay, we're not going to add a keyframe, evidently. I'm going to change some value here and then change it
Arbitrarily.
back. We'll just go to the player, this thing, and just, no. Give me 2D mode. And just, oh, I guess we have the 2D tools now for some reason. All right, so we're just going to rotate so we get a keyframe. And I'm going to undo that. Oh, I'm going to lose our keyframe. Never mind. I'm not going to undo that. I'm going to 0 it out. And then we're going to go to 1 second in. And we're going to make it 359.9. Well, 360 is probably fine. Alright. And so if we do this, you'll see that it just spins. And actually, if we hit play, it should spin once. And we've already got a shot pattern, as you can see. Oh, it's actually continuing to loop. Perfect.
Wow.
That was fast.
That was fast and easy.
Yes. I'm going to temporarily make the enemy spawners not happen right now. So we're just going to disable this. I'm going to hit save and save because we've got some good stuff going on already. So yeah, we've got that. So right now, when we hit record, it does a lot of things automatically for us. It adds an animator to him. In the old days, it would add just an animation system, and you would just have a list of like animations, and you could call them from script. New stuff uses Mechanims animation systems, which is a little bit more complex to set up, but it also, well, actually, when you use record, it feels like it's the same good deal. Mm-hmm. But what actually happens is it creates a it created this Boss Yellow UFO character controller, and that's the state machine here, and it created a state based on our animation name called Rotate 360. It sets the speed to 1, so it rotates at a rate of 1 second. It rotates all the way, I guess. Mm-hmm. It's like if we look at this, it's actually spinning quite fast. It just doesn't look that way because it's shooting at an offset value, kind of. So what we can do here is that if we wanted to adjust the speed, like if we wanted to rotate a little bit slower, we could do like 0.5, and it would be slightly slower. And this way we can adjust things in the states to what we need. I'm just going to go back to 1 because it kind of looks cool.
Yeah, I like that.
So this also allows us to change our states around, and we can also have layers that do different things. So let's actually have him move around too. Let's show how to do an animation layer.
All right.
So I'm going to create a new clip here. And this is how I recommend always doing this stuff. Just go to the create new clip or use the record option to get things initially set up because it does so much work for you. So we're going to call this move around. So you'll notice it has already created a new state for us in this state machine system. We're actually going to probably ignore it because we're going to need to put it on a different layer. And if we hit play, nothing will happen because we haven't even done an animation for it. But even if we were to create an animation, it's not going to do anything. So if we go into our thing here, and we're just going to record some stuff. So I'm going to, okay, we're in the scene. I'm going to click him. We're going to hit record. And I'm just going to grab him and move him up here. And then we'll go a little bit further and move him like over here, and then we'll go a little bit further and move him down here, and then maybe all the way to 1 he'll move to here. And actually let's find out where he was at the start here. Actually, let's zero him out at the start, and let's zero him out at the end. Okay, not completely zero though. Let's move him so he feels like a boss. Bosses should always be a little bit higher than the player.
I agree.
There's no hard and fast rules for all of this stuff, but we have a lot of doing stuff and preferences. So you can see he kind of does this thing now, and he gets back to the same position. So if we hit play again, we're not actually going to see him move. We're just going to see him do the rotating thing. And the reason is because we don't have him moving. And we could actually, I can show how this can work. Like if we do a transition here, he could spin and then move and then spin and then move. So we'll see what this does. And then, oh yeah, well, sorry, he spins and then starts moving continuously because we didn't actually make a transition back. So if we do this now, he'll do kind of a spin, move, spin, move, spin, move thing.
That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
He's not shooting fast, or like enough shots.
But we want him to actually move and rotate at the same time, and we can do that. So we're going to create a new layer. So we're going to hit plus on the layers here, and I'm going to see if I can actually copy from the base layer. So if I go to base layer and then click move around and copy, and then we go here and hit paste, totally didn't work. All right. So we're gonna have to create a new state. So this is the manual way of doing it. So
why can't we pull forward the other state?
pull forward?
Yeah, why can't we there's no way to move it into the other...
No,
oh,
evidently
that's
not.
Unfortunate.
So, so we're going to... I'm just going to delete it here. We're just going to delete the state. Yeah, I know I can't undo it. That's fine. I'm going to be begging for that undo in just a second. I know it. Now, so we're going to go to our new layer, and we're going to create a empty state. And we're going to manually set this thing up. So this is going to be called move around. Is that what we called it?
I think so.
It doesn't have to be called the same thing. As a matter of fact, you can have multiple states that use the same animations, and then so we've got move around here. We're going to just drag that in here, and if we hit play, it may just work. No, it's not working, and the reason is because there's one more thing that... Oh wait, no, move around is running. All right, so the weight is 0. So right now we're doing blending override. Let's do blending additive. And first see if that fixes it and makes it so it does things. No. Do we have to have the weight here? Let's try making the weight 1. There we go. And so now it's rotating and moving at the same time. Though it also has kind of moved to a central position, it looks like. Maybe.
Has it?
Here, if I turn it back to override, where oh wait, no.
Is that because the rotation was
has
all...
positional information?
Yeah.
Potentially. Let's see. So right now if we did additive blending, yeah, he ends up down here. But if we do override,
it's up there.
it's up there. I guess override's fine because it's still
rotating.
It's still rotating.
Yeah.
Though I do wonder about that now. So like if we go to his animation move around, it says position. It only has position information. Whatever. So I'm going to make move around a little bit slower. We're going to make it 0.2 and hit play. So there we go. We've got a boss that's doing some shot pattern stuff.
It's moving rather fast around, isn't it?
Yep.
We should up the fire rate on those cannons.
Okay, you think so?
Yeah.
Alright, so how much faster?
Not that they're fast, the shots are faster, we just want the shots to be happening even quicker. Yeah. Maybe like that. Yeah. That's
Alright,
cool.
so I'm going to actually make an adjustment too. Remember, we want to make shooters that feel really good, so I like to have games where you have as much room for error as possible. So remember when we made these lasers, we were intending them to be used against enemies, so I made the colliders for them actually quite large.
Yes.
So we want to actually change that. So we have just a box collider on these. I'm probably going to put separate box colliders. Give on trigger. Oh, that destroys the object. Got it. So what I think I'm gonna do is...
Well, where's the box slider? Let's take a look.
It's right here. So let's look at what it looks like. So box collider. Oh, we need to actually bring it into the scene. So let's bring it into the scene. And yeah, you can see that the box collider is gigantic.
Oh my goodness.
Just terrifying. So
can we make the box collider the size of the laser itself?
I'm actually going to make this a single laser.
What?
And just because I don't want to have to... No, let's do it so that we learn how to do it.
That's right. Could
I
always
can't
put
undo
two
that,
box
evidently.
colliders on it, I guess.
Alright, so enemy double laser. Alright, so let's see if we can put just 2 box colliders at this rate here. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's just duplicate this, copy component, and paste component as new. Okay, we can. This will probably work.
Cool.
Alright, so let's look at the 2 box colliders. So we're going
go ahead and
to select this thing again.
Yeah, that is huge. That feels very unfair already.
So we're going to make it much smaller. No.
Well, we want the size first, right? Before the offset? Or...
Yeah, probably. All right, let's do the size. Let's bring this down to 0.01 and 0.01. Actually, the Y is not what we wanted there. We wanted the Z, evidently. 0.01.
How big is it right now? Can't even see it.
All right, let's make it a little bigger so that we can see it.
Just so we can see what it's around.
So yeah, let's put it right at the tip.
Then we should make it thin.
So we're going to do just like 0.1 and 0.1.
So it's at
So it's just
0.24.
right this tip, right at the tip there. You can't see it very well. And so we're going to do the same thing on the other one, except for it's going to be at a different... Wait, what is the Z position? Okay. So it's going to be at the same Z position.
But at a negative 0.1 on the...
Can I reorder these things? Yes, I can. Let's do that. No, I can't. Wait, no, I can. Yeah, I can do move down. Just want... Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm sure I can get it back. Move down. Evidently, I'll keep losing prefab connect. Whatever. So now I've got both box sliders right here, so I can just bring stuff between them. And uncramp myself a little bit there. So let me first hit apply here so that we regain our prefab connection that was just lost for no apparent reason.
No real reason.
And do 0.1, except for in the negative.
Yeah.
And then we'll make these sizes the same. Wondering if these are going to be too small to actually do proper collision
we'll see
detection.
what happens.
So
that is possible. I'd say they work.
How big is our player's hitbox?
Not big.
Felt big right there. It must have been really accurate. So
yeah,
if we go to the box layer. Yeah, it's not big at all. All right, good. Oh wait, I didn't apply this. Apply. Now let's try it. I like that other one just kind of goes off the screen. No, it got hit pretty good.
Yeah, it looked pretty big. See if we can kind of see where our limitations are. If you stop the move script or the two animations, we could get a good feel on how big the actual...
I'm just going to turn off the animator here.
They're still too big. Why is that?
Alright, I'm going to put the player right in the middle here. Player, we're going to move him over to the center screen. Wait, where's the boss? Is the boss on the center? No, of course he's not. Move him to the center. And then move the player to the center. I'm going to make sure the player doesn't have like additional like colliders anywhere that we're not noticing. No, it looks like he has one collider. And it's pretty small. Let me focus on the player here. Yeah, it's really small. I'm going to make it a little smaller.
That is a tiny collider.
Yes, it is. Make the Z really big. Alright, so I moved. I'm going to just actually let it run, and I'm not going to move. Still got hit.
Yeah, right away, too.
Alright, let's see if this still has the stuff actually hooked up right. Yeah, it looks like it's... Wait, no. Bot collider size is totally wrong. I thought I hit apply and everything. Apply.
You did.
Alright, there we go.
Well, that does make more sense.
Yeah, so now we should be able to thread that.
Wow.
Alright. And
that's awesome.
I think we're going to want to actually have bullets on a different sorting layer. So let me just do that real quick. I want bullets to actually travel over the player.
I agree completely.
So we're going to go to layers, not player.
It's not
tags and layers.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I was looking for an L and I should have been looking for a T. So bullet is under the player for some reason. Oh, that's because so let's call this player bullet.
Yes, that is why.
Yeah. And then let's create a new one called
enemy bullet.
Enemy bullet.
But we don't want those to appear on the upper part of the enemy either, do we? We don't want those to appear above the enemies. The enemy bullets should actually appear below the enemies.
Agreed.
But above the player.
Are you sure? Because like we're gonna have emitters on top of the thing, so I think I'm gonna have them above the enemies. So let's go now to our enemy double blue laser, and we're gonna put it on. Wait, how do we? Oh yeah, it's in the sprites there. So sorting layer, we want these on enemy bullet, and sorting layer, we want enemy bullet. So if we hit play, well, they're actually under the boss.
That's fine.
I
think it looks good.
What's the boss marked as? Alright, so if I move to the right, do I die? No. Okay, so now we have the problem of... Now we're... Oh, there we go. So let's make it a little bit bigger on everything. So
well, my recommendation on that is keep the player collider, that tiny box, but the enemy laser one actually should probably be bigger. Because it's the size of the lasers.
Alright.
That's my recommendation on that.
Alright, so let's look at it again. So where's our enemy blue double laser thing? There we go. We're going to go here. We're going to look at it.
Because all it is the very first part of the laser that has the collider on it.
Let's do 6.
Where is that? How big is that actually?
You can see it barely. It's right there.
Is it just at the very tip? Is that all
Yeah,
that we're actually
just
colliding
very,
with?
very tip, yeah.
Okay.
Do you think it should be the whole laser or something?
Can you just move it off center on the X a little bit so we can see it without it
Yeah, sure.
being over the blue?
Sure, let's do it. So off center on the X.
Might need to be moved back a little bit.
Looks good.
Move it. Just
Yeah,
a
like
little bit.
put the like negative 0.55 or something like that.
5.5, like to make it smaller.
Oh no, is that size?
That's
Never
size,
mind.
yeah.
Sorry, I meant offset.
On the Y? Or the Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so it's more at the
Correspond with
tip
the
of the
chip
laser.
of the So there's a little bit of edge distance. All right, there we go. Let's do 2-0.
2-0 makes me happy.
All right.
On both.
Is 2-0 too far? No, 2-0 fine. 2-0 is fine. All right, so 0.2. It doesn't have to be 0.20. Wait, I didn't want both of them.
No, you just
That was
wanted
stupid
the one
me.
of them.
There we go. I meant this one. There we go.
There you go.
So I'm going to hit apply, hit play. We should be able to still thread this, and if we move into it, we can die.
Yeah, little easier.
All right, cool.
You can always,
We'll adjust this later,
yeah,
I'm sure, more.
if we need to.
All right, let's make the boss move around again. Animator on, hit play. We've got our enemy. We're going to be like, oh, goodness, it's bad, it's bad. And, yeah, we can still die.
That's pretty cool.
Cool. So, so now let's do some more stuff. So I'm going to first. I still think he's moving around a little too fast. Let's make
I
him
agree.
0.1. Let's 0.05. Let's make him really slow. So we're gonna just see.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
I do too. Kind of like how fast it's spinning, actually.
I do too.
I think it needs to shoot faster still.
All right, so
I think it should shoot faster and the bullet should move slightly slower.
Well, how about we do a typical shooter thing? How about this? You
starts out with a certain speed and then.
No,
Oh.
but like shooting extra shots directly at the player, like a little clump of shots.
Okay, we'll do some of that in a second. Here, first I want to kind of play a little bit more with some state stuff here.
Okay.
So let's say you just meet this boss, right? It's gonna give you an idea of what's going on first. So let's actually not have it rotating at first. Let's create an empty substate here. We're gonna call this we're gonna call this one just still. I'm just gonna call it still for now, and we're not even gonna give it a motion. We'll see if that's even valid. I'm not sure if it will be. We're gonna make a transition here.
Because like it should speed up to the rotation.
Okay, so it does have to have a
just
motion.
Initially like.
All right, so let's actually not call it still. Let's call it. Let's make it a speed of. No, speed of 0 is not going to work. Alright. Let's do slow rotate. Slow rotate. And then fast rotate. And so the slow rotate, we're going to make 0.1 speed, and we're going to give it the same rotation thing here. And I'm going to call it slow rotate again, because I didn't take the first time.
Can you give it a speed of 0?
If we did, it'll never get to fast rotate. So we're going to set this one as default, and you'll see it turns gold. That means that's the initial state that it starts in.
Okay.
And so exit time is based on the actual animation length. Is there actually a way that we can do now? Dang it. There should just be time as well.
Time.delta time.
Yeah, we could make that manually. We may have to actually end up doing that at some point. So we'll just have it do this. We'll have it rotate like 3 times at the slow rotate. This is really going to be too many times.
Let's see.
Because we're doing 0.1. Oh, let's try it. So...
Wow.
Oh.
That is brutal. That is brutal. It's really cool, though.
Just want to see if it's going to do it. So it's still slow rotating. It's the 3rd time through.
And now it should theoretically go to fast rotate.
Yep, and it just did.
There it goes. Wow.
Now,
I think, yeah, you're right. You're right. There's 3 is too many times.
Now, what's cool is, because we're doing this as animations, and because we have an actual animation state machine, the exit time doesn't actually have to be at a second marker. We could have it be like at 1.5, and you'll actually see that it will transit. Well, wait, hold on. So
those are fast rotates that it's trying to...
It's trying to group together. Oh, yeah, because the fast rotate is much faster. Let's see what this does anyway.
Yeah, sure.
So this, I don't know exactly if this is what this is going to do. I'm just interested to see. So we're going to do slow rotate.
Try not to die.
Try not to die.
So there might be a hop, because the animation isn't going to end on the same rotation, right?
Yeah. Well, it should try to blend between them. So...
Looked
like it just did.
Yeah. That was actually kind of cool.
It totally blended between them. I think it's actually still blending right now.
Well, no, it's just 100% fast rotate.
But it took 5 fast rotations to actually completely blend? Is that correct?
Well, yeah, because 1 fast rotation is 1001. Like
but you could see the visual representation of it here on the screen of how many fast rotations it looks like it takes to blend.
Here, let's look at it again. Alright, so... We're doing slow rotate, slow rotate, slow rotate.
Still in the first pass of slow rotate.
And then the second pass, halfway through, should start playing fast rotate. Fast rotate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And yeah, that's awesome. It's actually really cool.
So, and then fast rotate, we could even do like a transition back. And set it to, you
could do it
where it does it like 10 times or something. I was
thinking the same thing.
I was actually wondering what would happen if you did like 2 or 3 times, so it's still blending it when it's switching back.
Oh yeah, good point. Like find out what happens when we're trying to transition back after we just came from one.
Yeah, well, if it's done a couple blendings, so it's part of the way through blending to the new animation. Just see what happens if you queue up multiple blends of each animation.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's see how bad we can break things. So now it's going to transition back to the slow rotate,
which it's doing.
Oh, it did have a snap on that one.
Yeah.
I think it's because of how I set this up. I made it not end on
a fast rotation.
Maybe. No, that might not be the problem either.
We'll check it.
Alright, so let's see. Oh, wow, it reset when I did that. That's cool. It's smart.
So it's shooting slow, and now it's going to start speeding up.
It's still...
Now it's in the fast rotation, and slow rotation's about to start.
Yeah, it still had a snap there.
Yeah, it did.
The blend causes part of the rotation to go in reverse, so it creates a like straight line for a few frames.
Yeah. So interesting. There's a lot of things we can probably break on here.
Yeah.
So let's actually
can only
end this
assume.
on an exacting value, and let's see what we can do here. I want to see if we can make it so that it doesn't have any of those snaps. So if we do 1.5, that doesn't make sense actually. Let's do the transition at 1. Let's do it at 2. Now let's do it at 1.
All right.
So we don't have to wait as long. We can change it later if we want it to actually be cool. I'm gonna see if this will actually get rid of the snaps. So we'll still do a slow move through. I wonder if
Can we start the second animation at a different?
just do it that many.
Yeah, try that. That means we should probably have more fast rotations before it transitions back to slow rotations. But we can see that...
well, we don't need any blending now, do we? Because you're using...
So let's see what happens
One.
when we break things really badly.
Yeah,
you're
let's
using
do
one,
that.
so it should do a full rotation and then...
Well, except for...
start
except for we're also blending over the course of... So we're actually doing it on the second thing. We exit here, but we actually start doing a transition for
like
a
right
while.
away, actually, back into the slow rotate.
So let's see what this does if we have this overlap in a really bad way. Let's do it at 4 and make it transition over the course of right to the edge there. So let's see what this does. So we're playing slow rotate. I'm actually going to use my mouse pointer to show things. I'm not going to worry about dodging. So we're doing slow rotate, and then we should start transitioning here. So we're doing both at the same time.
I think you've actually lasted longer this time than when you were dodging.
That's kind
Yeah.
of true.
Yeah, I have. Still alive. I'm amazing. I'm very lucky. I found a safe spot.
You said that, and GLaDOS just popped into my head.
So
I'm
I don't
not
think it
actually
actually
seeing a
even
transition.
transitioned back. I think we broke it because of the fact that we did it that way.
Well, yeah. Well, we were also trying to break it.
Yeah. I think part of the reason that we're seeing the locking is because we're doing it over the course of things, and so we're actually, when we're blending between these, we're like, oh, this is partially in this position and then the other position, then all of a sudden we're in a new position.
Mm-hmm. I think that got a bit of.
I just want to see what it looks like again.
It's pretty cool.
Just want to play with it one more time. Oh, I died. Wasn't so lucky that time.
Nope.
Still looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so
It's really cool.
I actually like the short segments that it shoots out.
Yeah, me too. So let's do a slow rotate, a fast rotate, and then let's do that one that we saw in that video, just for fun. We're gonna make this transition time not stupid anymore, or at least less stupid.
What about the other one too? The other one.
The other one. Like, what do you mean? Just like
That's fine. That one's fine.
it's fine. It's fine. All right. So what are we doing? We're gonna set this one to like 10 rotates. How many rotates does this thing take to get through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's not do that many. Let's do it to
Like 4, 5, 5, 6.
yeah. Let's do it to 5.
There you go. Oh,
there.
There you go.
And this one will go 10, and then transition over the course of 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't know. Let's see how this looks again. Try and find a safe spot.
I like that there's the one
Oh.
shot that we were messing with that just flies off into the distance
Yeah,
every
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Ooh. That was not very clean on that one. Oh yeah, you see the
Yeah.
interesting.
We'll have to investigate a little bit better on this. All right, so I want to create one more state though. Let's actually do the back and forth slight animation thing, like the one in the other thing. So we're going to create another rotation, another type of animation here. We're going to create a new clip. We're going to call this rotate back and forth again.
Oh, well,
Yeah. I think we've used that term before.
seems
So
that way.
this one we're just going to do a small amount. How many degrees do you think we need to do? So I'm going to go ahead and grab our yellow boss
45?
again.
45
degrees?
Yeah.
All right. I think it was actually tighter than that, but let's do 45. So 0,
Well, let's do 25. 25 degrees seems good.
25 degrees? All
Yeah.
right. All right. 25 degrees. All right. Let's do 20 degrees, and we'll start at -10. Let's do 30 degrees, and we'll start at -15.
220.
20?
Yeah.
That's going to be just from there to... Well, from there to there is
I mean,
30.
negative 20 to negative
-20.
to positive
Okay.
20.
I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Okay. So we're going to do that, and then 1 second into it... Actually, no, half second into it, we're going to do 20. And then 1 second into it, we're going to do -20 again.
So it gets a nice sweeping.
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure this is right on the center. We're going to make that on frame 30 right there. So, so now, if we look at the animation, it should basically rock back and forth. Good deal. So, so let's see what this does. Let's see if it creates kind of that pattern that we were looking at before. Oh, wait, yeah, because we didn't actually hook it into the animation. So, I'm going to...
Just set that as the default right now.
All right, we'll just set it as the default for right now, just to test it. All right, so it's obviously going too fast, so let's make it really slow.
But it's doing what we expected.
0.1, yep.
That is way too slow.
Yep, that's too slow. So 0.5.
That's more what we're
Yeah.
looking for, actually.
Yeah. They were just tighter together as far as the emitters, so...
Yeah, much tighter together.
Now, we're still getting this kind of like chunk on one
Chop
side,
right
just
there,
a
yeah.
little bit of chunk. Or it might just... No, I'm not imagining that.
It might also be
So
due
if
to
we
the
go to the
movement.
curves...
We should
here-
actually be looking at the movement as well, too.
You mean we should disable the movement for checking this?
Yes.
I just want to see what we got going on. So we've just got rotation Z. It's actually because of this.
Yeah.
If we just change this left tangent to both tangents to linear, no. Both tangents to constant, no.
Definitely not that one.
Free. Okay, I'm going to undo all of those things. Flat. Let's try flat there. Flat's good. And then we'll do flat on the other side. So now it should actually look a lot smoother on the coming back in. See, now it looks smooth on both sides.
Yeah, a lot smoother.
But yeah. And I guess it's 9:30 already, isn't it?
Yep.
That day went fast.
Well, this is a pretty cool little project. I've always had a soft spot for shooters.
So, I'm going to hook this into our... Just before we leave, I'm going to just go ahead and hook this into our little rotation here, and I'm actually going to have it do kind of a triangle move. So we'll do...
And let's get
3
rid of where it's
states.
moving back from the fast rotate into the slow rotate.
Just
then.
smaller. Yes, so we're going to get rid of this one, delete this transition. So I'm doing Command delete to get rid of that, or Command backspace to get rid of that. And so this one's going to transition here. This one, let's just go with whatever the default is and see how it goes.
How many times do we want it to rotate back and forth? Probably a few.
Yeah, we should do this one a few times. So let's do exit time of
10.
10. All right, we'll do 10 there. And then this one should have an exit time of 10 again because we didn't. And then what are we doing here? This one's exit time after 1,
which
yeah,
makes
fine.
sense. So it's going to start with the rotating back and forth now.
Oh, whoops, yeah. Let's actually start with slow rotate.
I like slow rotate.
So it says default. Hit play.
So there it goes, slow rotating.
Oh, goodness. What am I going to do? What is this boss going to do to me? I'm going to, try and hit him with my missiles. Die, boss.
Don't kill him before
Alright, I
we
won't
see
kill
all
him.
of his animations.
I won't.
No matter how much you want to.
Oh, goodness, no!
That actually was a pretty good yeah, that was good. Theoretically, it should just start spinning again here pretty quick, right?
Yep.
In 20 seconds.
That's fine. Maybe going on a little long, but there it goes. Wow. It's pretty nifty.
Yep. I would say that's a good episode.
Yeah.
Save scene, save project.
Let's check it into
Let's check it into
Perforce.
Perforce. So we're going to go over here to the Perforce. Going to reconcile offline work. What this does is it looks for any files that have changed, and we're going to hit reconcile. Changed a lot on this episode.
Yeah, we did.
So let's look through what we did after it's done thinking about this. I did click it, right? I did click it again. I must have not clicked it.
Never hurts to reconcile.
Come on, just do your thing. There we go. So we're going to go to our pending change list, and
Enter a
I'm going to make
description.
this not full screen. There we go. And so we've got our Boss Yellow UFO controller. That's good.
Move around,
Rotate 360, rotate back and forth. Test level changed. We renamed the Boss UFO prefab, so that's what's happening there. Double blue laser, that's a new thing. Yep, and we changed Dynamics
looks
Manager,
alright.
so that was the physics settings, and Tag Manager,
Manager.
which was the tags and stuff. So that looks good. So we're going to say this is like, I am now a boss.
It's pretty cool.
That's what it is.
Pretty
While
cool.
that's going, I'm just going to go ahead and hit up Cam Twist and switch over to the face.
Just a face.
And I don't trust it because I don't see myself. There we go. Thank you for joining us tonight. So I hope you guys had a good time. I certainly did. We got a boss kind of moving around doing cool stuff.
That's pretty awesome.
And yeah, thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, please contact me at pushypixels@pushypixels.com. You can also tweet me at Dragfire. That's DRAKFYRE. And you should buy Phil's game Robot Alone
Thank you.
for iOS.
You can email me if you want to. That's philip@protosoftworks.com. Or you can follow me on Twitter. I do like Twitter. I don't tweet a lot. Sometimes I do, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, that's at Magmalemur. MAGMALEMUR. And you should donate to Cooking with Unity.
Yes.
Donate to Cooking with Unity. Help the show.
Yes, donate to Cooking with Unity. I don't have any of the rewards handy to show right now, but we do have donation rewards. They are not coming anytime soon. I imagine in April I'm going to actually have time to actually lock down and actually start shipping stuff out. Things are starting to stabilize in my life now, so I should have more time to actually do that stuff. And I want to thank everyone for supporting the show and hanging in there with us. And I hope that you enjoyed tonight's episode. And so thank you very much, and you have a great night.
Have a good night.
Good night.